In the wake of the past 6 months, much has been made of apocalyptic events and what people should be doing to survive them, with an understandable emphasis being placed upon nutrition. Very little, however, has been said about the largest looming catastrophe of all, and how what we eat factors into it. That catastrophe is us. In a normal year, the United States produces about 100 billion pounds of meat and poultry, and Americans, on average, consume about 26 billion pounds of that. And yet, many of us give little thought to where that meat comes from. We don't ever consider that the pork chop or the porterhouse on our plate was once a living, breathing individual. In some cases, every bit as smart and affectionate as the animals we choose to be our pets. Capable of exploration, wonder, and curiosity. Capable of problem solving. A complex personality unto itself, capable of experiencing the joy of play. Capable of love. But also capable of experiencing fear and pain. And though they may not speak any of the same languages that we do, they're perfectly capable of saying, "Won't someone please help me? I don't want to die," in a way that we can understand. And yet, we frequently turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to the torture, suffering, and murder of millions, if we even give them any thought at all. Because we think their corpses and secretions taste good. While the origins of the current pandemic are still being explored, the leading hypothesis, with some research backing it up, is that human exposure may have initially occurred during the sale or consumption of pangolin meat or scales. Before this pandemic, though, there have been other severe viral outbreaks caused by consumption of animal products, such as SARS, which very likely came from close contact with bat meat, MERS, which originated in camels, the influenza outbreak of 1918, which originated in pigs. Beyond the viral infections, links have been shown between meat consumption and other health problems, such as heart disease and diabetes, as well as neurodegenerative diseases, such as dementia or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. And this is before we go into the massive environmental damage, resource consumption, or contribution to climate change that animal farming is responsible for. In short, we may well say that it isn't just farm animals who should be worried about dying from meat consumption. In light of the facts, one may well ask, what can we eat that doesn't contribute to the risk of future pandemics or the suffering and murder of millions? What can we eat that is more environmentally sound? The answers might surprise you. Everything you see here features greatly reduced animal suffering, greatly reduced environmental impact, greatly reduced risks of zoonotic origin pathogens, and is heart healthier than its animal counterpart. And yet, it's absolutely every bit as delicious, in some cases containing unique flavors and textures that animal meat will never be able to replicate. Will such a dietary change take some adjustment and time to get used to? Undoubtedly. But the payoffs are well worth the efforts. Try it. You may well thank yourself for it tomorrow.